What's going on guys, this is Flashback Gaming, and in this video I'm going to be building a 20,000 coin starter team for FIFA 15 Ultimate Team, and the prices are based on Xbox 360, but hopefully they don't vary too much in comparison to PlayStation 3 and next gen consoles. So I'm going to start off by saying hopefully this year I can be more consistent with my uploads. I know I wasn't really consistent last FIFA, but hopefully that will change this year, although I do have a lot of commitments. And this is likely to be my only video where the actual squad building part of this video is on the web app, and that is because I couldn't actually do it on the console version, although the highlights is actually recorded on the Xbox 360. So let's make our way through this team, and in goal I've chosen to play their Weidenfeller. He plays for Dortmund and he's a really solid goalkeeper. I'm going to talk about the team more in depth when I'm basically analysing in the highlights, but he was a pretty decent goalkeeper, and in front of him with the three centre backs, Ginter was alright, nothing special. Varane and Matthew from Real Madrid and Barcelona was pretty solid, and Matthew is quite fast as well, so I'd recommend getting him in your team. So in the left mid position I have chosen to play Vitolo from Sevilla. He's pretty average, didn't do nothing special in this team, but he's mainly there for chemistry and also because he's cheap. So in the centre defensive mid positions I did play there Markel Bergara, I think that's how you pronounce his name, from Real Sociedad. He did get a few goals for me and was a pretty solid defensive mid, nothing special but just done his job. And next to him is Khedira from Real Madrid. He's really solid this year, more solid than last year, although I would say slightly harder to defend in this FIFA. And in right mid, I'm just going to say his first name because I can't really pronounce his second name well, it's Jacob. He's still very quick and it's basically the same as last FIFA, so I'd recommend getting him, or you can simply replace him with Aubameyang if you prefer him. And in the centre attacking mid position, Sergi from Atletico Madrid, and he was absolutely fantastic in his team. He did get a lot of goals for me and assists, as you will see in the highlights, and he was pretty special in the cam position. It suited him perfectly, especially with the two strikers in front of him, which I'm going to talk about now. Backer from Sevilla, he was one of the main reasons why I made this squad, and he is absolutely fantastic. He's not the strongest and not the quickest, but he's very effective and very clinical in front of goal. And next to him, Immobile from Dortmund, he's the other striker, and he is also quite overpowered, pretty good at finishing, he's pretty fast, and he's also strong, as you might see in the highlights as well. So that is a team, and that only costs 20k on the Xbox 360, but as I've said, it might differ slightly on the PlayStation 3 and next gen consoles. So now I'm going to be showing you some highlights. So I'm going to start off with the only problem that I found with this team, and that was simply the formation. Although the defense was really good, you can't play three at the back in this FIFA in my opinion, simply because when strikers have momentum they're so hard to stop, and on top of it gaps will open up when you're playing three at the back and they'll just be able to run through and you won't be able to do nothing with it. But saying that, the defenders was pretty decent. The only one I'd probably advise you to replace is Ginter, but in order to have 100 chemistry in this team, the only player I believe you can replace him with is Hummels to get 100 chemistry and full green links. The defense was alright apart from that. Matthew and Varane was pretty decent. Although it depends on how you play, I would personally recommend you playing four at the back, so maybe add in a left back and right back and getting rid of Ginter and changing up the midfield a bit and getting rid of Vitolo, because he wasn't really that active in this squad, although he was decent but didn't do nothing special. And you can also find alternatives to Khedira and Bergara because they were decent but they were nothing great. I've played with better players that are worth less than them, like Leroy Fer, who I think is pretty overpowered in this game, but the main thing about this squad is the attack. Sergi, Barca and Immobile, you have to keep them free. They play so well together, especially Sergi and Immobile's link-up play. That is just an exceptional attack, and basically build a team around that if you're looking to keep the cost low, because I don't believe they're that expensive, and I'm looking to get an Xbox One not long after the release of FIFA 15, so hopefully once I get that Xbox One I will be releasing content more regularly than I am currently now. So make sure to follow me on Twitter at Flashback Gaming for any updates or any news, or if you want to contact me on there, I do sometimes check it, although it's probably better to leave a comment because I'll probably see a comment quicker than I will on Twitter. And I'd also appreciate if you could leave in the comments below what type of videos you'd like to see in this FIFA, and also if you like this squad builder and what type of other squad builders would you like to see, and you can also recommend me personal squad builders to do for you guys. I will try to build that if I can and if I've got the resources to do so. But that's about it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to drop a like. It will basically support me and probably lead to me uploading more content regularly. And if you've got any questions, simply just ask in the comments below or on Twitter @FlashbackGaming, and I'll see you guys soon.